Online gaming plus game invasion, reality plus passionate and exciting articles plus storyline flow, the garbage newbie equipment that everyone despises, but Lin Yan wants to increase the cost of recycling and recycle 100,000 pieces. Others thought Lin Yan had a brain pit, but little did they know that this was his way of becoming stronger. He was originally the top player on the Xia Kingdom Heavenly List, but in the battle for the ultimate artifact, he was stabbed to death by his girlfriend's back. Opening his eyes again, the ultimate artifact was reborn with him until the public beta of Divine Earth. Ultimate artifact unique feature. Infinite fusion weapon, equipment data can be stacked. Fusion rusty long knife *100, attack plus 999, get primary features. Attack can permanently increase armor by a little. Integrate 1000 coarse cloth clothes, armor plus 99.99, and obtain basic features. Permanently increase counter damage by 1 point when attacked. Fusion. While other players were still conquering the elite monsters in the novice village, Lin Yan had already killed the eternal zombie king with one blow. Undead Scourge. He is a legion alone. Second on the list. The gap between me and Lin Yan is even greater than the gap between humans and dogs. In this life, there will be no more regrets in my life. Lin Yan's eyes were blazing hot. 3 years later, God Earth invaded reality, evil gods descended, and the world fell into darkness. Lin Yan held a novice long sword and slashed it, illuminating the sky. Chapter 1. The ultimate artifact at the beginning, with unlimited fusion of equipment. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The cross-generational online game, Shen 2, has emerged, with global online players surpassing 1 billion. The analysis report of the Chinese Academy of Sciences states that the science and technology presented in Shen 2, far ahead of the times, will profoundly change and even reshape human society. It is reported that the application of the richest man Ma Kr Jin Hao to invest 1 trillion yuan to acquire 10% of the shares of Shen 2 company has been ruthlessly rejected. The noisy news broadcast in his ears woke Lin Yan up. He suddenly opened his eyes, panting heavily, and sat up for a long time, drinking a glass of plain water to calm his mind. Looking at the date of the news broadcast, Lin Yan quickly determined one thing. He was reborn. Holding the water cup tightly, he looked at the news broadcast screen full of reports on Shen 2 with complicated eyes. It is this game that not only changed his life, but also the fate of the entire human race. 2049, it seems like I still have 3 years left. He stood up with a calm and sharp gaze. 3 years later, the game rules will invade reality, and all levels, wealth, and skills obtained in God's land will now be present in reality. The Starry Sky battlefield also opened at the same time, and with the invasion of the Sith civilization, the Blue Star turned into hell. As the strongest person on the previous heavenly list, he led the Xia Kingdom to resist foreign invasion, bathed in blood and fire, and fought all the way to the final divine battlefield. But when he finally obtained the ultimate artifact, he was stabbed to death by his girlfriend Mu Qingwan's back. I don't know why you stabbed me in the back, but this time, you won't have another chance. I will kill you with my own hands. Lin Yan put on his gaming helmet, his eyes bright and firm. Now, I am the only one who understands the game, God Earth and its future direction. In this life, everything will be different. Regrets and pain, just one experience is enough. He closed his eyes and his consciousness officially logged into God Earth. Welcome to the God Earth world, what is your ID? Emperor Yan. Body data scanning, character image creation in progress. Completed. Please choose your profession. Warrior. Lin Yan firmly believed that in his past life, he was revered as the god of knives, and his initial profession naturally required choosing a warrior. The data construction is completed. Welcome to the Divine Earth world. Adventurer Yan Emperor, I wish you a pleasant journey. Buzz. The light flashed and Lin Yan appeared at the teleportation altar in the novice village, surrounded by a bustling crowd of players. Seeing this familiar scene, Lin Yan showed a long-lost smile, and the complex emotions that had arisen from his rebirth dissipated a lot. Everything has just begun. Lin Yan quickly checked his equipment rack. It has been a few days since the launch of the Shen server, and as a fully realistic gaming world, there are naturally no bugs or cheats that can be exploited as soon as you log in. His only advantage now is his understanding of God-Earth games. With his knowledge and skills, even without any cheats, he has the confidence to turn the tables in these 3 years. Amidst deep contemplation, the equipment grid unfolded. Lin Yan's breath froze, he couldn't believe his eyes, and his fingers froze in mid-air. In the equipment column, except for the warrior's own newbie long sword, there is only one piece of equipment displayed. But that equipment emits a purple and golden divine radiance that symbolizes supreme authority. And in his memory, the only equipment that can emit this color is the ultimate artifact. The ultimate artifact has traveled back with me. After Lin Yan confirmed, his blood boiled instantly. On the starry battlefield, a single artifact is enough to rewrite the trend of war, let alone this ultimate artifact. Great! Even with Lin Yan's personality, he couldn't help but burst out laughing. I won the ultimate artifact at the beginning, how can I lose this game? He was in a high mood and immediately clicked on the equipment. This is the only equipment. Once equipped, the soul is bound and cannot be transferred, discarded, replaced, destroyed, or dropped. Are you sure you want to confirm the equipment? For the pop.up prompt, Lin Yan did not hesitate and directly clicked OK. This is the ultimate artifact that all civilizations in the starry sky battlefield must seize to break their heads. He was foolish enough to choose to give up his equipment. Although irreplaceable means that in the future, he can only bind the ultimate artifact and cannot replace equipment. But it doesn't matter, this is already the strongest equipment, even if used in the final divine battle, there is no need to worry about insufficient attributes. Look at my attribute changes. Lin Yan is eagerly looking forward to opening the attribute panel. At the beginning, bind the ultimate divine equipment, isn't it just a matter of lifting your hand and killing the gods in seconds? ID, Emperor Yan race. Human, yellow, occupation. Warrior level. 1 health. 100 attack. 10, basic plus weapon damage, armor plus 18, basic plus weapon bonus, physical resistance. 2, magic resistance. 1, movement speed. 1, attack speed. 1, mana. 10 equipment. Coarse cloth top, whiteboard. Armor plus 9, coarse cloth pants, whiteboard. Armor plus 9, rusty long blade, whiteboard. Attack plus 5, ultimate artifact, unique. Effect. Infinite fusion equipment, level 1, skill. Currently unavailable ability. Currently unavailable, what? There is no attribute bonus of even 1 point. Lin Yan was bewildered. As agreed, what about Shen at the beginning of the game? This is the ultimate divine costume. He twitched wildly at the corner of his mouth, how can ordinary people tolerate this kind of bipolar reversal? But after all, he is a reborn powerhouse who has shed blood for the country, with a focus on maintaining a stable mindset. The ultimate artifact will never be so simple. He clicked on the introduction of the only effect. Unlimited fusion equipment. Effect introduction. It can seamlessly integrate equipment without any level or quantity restrictions. The fused new equipment will inherit all the attributes of the previously fused equipment. And as the number of fusion increases, the artifact features can be unlocked. Current progress. 0 out of 100, who? Lin Yanchang took a breath and felt comfortable. Undoubtedly, it is the ultimate artifact. Although it has only one effect, it is indeed incredibly powerful. If other people may not yet see the terrifying potential of the ultimate artifact, but as the #1 powerhouse on the heavenly list, his vision is naturally ruthless. According to the description of this effect, this equipment is simply invincible. Lin Yan was extremely excited. Unrestricted fusion equipment, which means that for every fusion of a novice long sword, it increases attack power by 5. If you can merge 10,000 newbie long swords, your attack power will increase by 50,000 directly. This is very abnormal. You should know that in the later stages of playing the game, the biggest pain point is to abandon old equipment and constantly brush new equipment that can keep up with the level. And the new equipment may not necessarily have the attributes it needs the most, such as blood sucking, critical hit rate, etc. But now, he will only become stronger and stronger as he brushes, and once he obtains the necessary attributes, he will never be restricted again. Moreover, due to the soul-binding feature of the ultimate artifact, there is no need to worry about the weapon falling or being damaged. It can be said that it is a combination of people and costumes. Nice. With the ultimate artifact, everything seems simple and rough. We don't need a seamless plan, nor do we need to be a godly son of a bitch. Lin Yan felt extremely happy and said, just go buy new equipment. Shen has been online for several days, with global players exceeding 1 billion, and many players have upgraded their equipment to green regular equipment. The equipment for beginners on the whiteboard has long been eliminated and placed in the equipment column to eat dust. As long as he pays, even a few copper coins will be sold by someone. Lin Yan looked at his backpack, which contained 10 gold coins awarded to beginners, and lay quietly among them. Suppressing the crazy smile at the corner of his mouth, he walked straight to the trading market. Actually, I don't want to cheat either. Chapter 2. In this lifetime, I want to choose silly white sweet. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 3. 100 sets of beginner equipment. You are listening at novel full.audio. Lin Yan really wants to hug Youwei now and say it's great to see you again. But he still restrained himself and calmed his mood. Did you play this game because I said I wanted to team up with you last night? Youwei blinked her big eyes and asked eagerly. However, when she saw Qingwan behind Lin Yan, she sighed inwardly and felt a little disappointed. Indeed, it's still because of Sister Mu. How could I refuse your invitation to me? Lin Yan knew that Youwei had misunderstood and smiled heartily. He started playing Shen because of Youwei's invitation. Before the Great Cataclysm, Qingwan only used him as a tool. How could she invite him to play games together? Ah. Really? Youwei was very happy and quickly opened her backpack, saying, are you choosing a warrior class? I just got 3 green regular equipment. You must be wearing a whiteboard when you just registered your account, right? These few pieces of equipment will be sent to you first. Lin Yan's heart warmed and he joked, you only have 4 green clothes all over your body. Can you give me 3 directly? It's too generous. Yes, except for her main weapon, the long bow, which cannot be given to him as a warrior. This silly girl actually plans to give him all 3 other green clothes. Cough, yes, it's because these few pieces of equipment are too ugly. I don't like them. Youwei looked up and said with a stiff mouth. Silly girl, keep your equipment well, I can handle it myself. Lin Yan applied and became gaming friends with Youwei. But Youwei's big eyes rolled and she wanted to persuade Lin Yan with other excuses. She wanted to team up with Lin Yan as soon as possible to deal with monsters. I'll take you to hunt monsters later. You go offline and rest for a while. Remember to eat more food, and the time to go to the wilderness this time may not be short. Lin Yan flicked Youwei's smooth forehead and smiled. Okay. Upon hearing that Lin Yan was going to team up with her for a long time, Youwei nodded without hesitation and agreed. Excitedly, I went offline until my bulging mouth couldn't fit any more food, and then I realized. No, obviously my level is higher. Why did Lin Yan say he took me? Then she shook her head and continued to stuff bread into her mouth. Anyway, brother Lin Yan always has his reasons. Hee. Trading market. Mu Qingwan's mind was blank as she watched this scene, and Lin Yan surprisingly left her aside because of other women. She inexplicably felt jealous inside. Shen Youwei looks good, but in terms of family background and temperament, which one can match her? At best, it's just a silly and sweet person. Lin Yan, please stop me. Mu Qingwan saw that Lin Yan was taking care of himself and wanted to leave, shouting. Unfortunately, the man completely ignored her interest and allowed her to be messy and self-doubting in the wind. Lin Yan quickly found his stall, wrote the sign, and placed it in front of the stall. High price acquisition of novice warrior whiteboard equipment. Limited time and quantity, pre-sale fast. Shinto can be divided into gold coins, silver coins, and copper coins, which are exchanged using the decimal system. 1 gold coin is equivalent to 100 copper coins. In the early stages of the game, players are very short of money, and if they work hard to obtain a green equipment, they must prioritize arming themselves. Even if there is excess, selling one item is worth 2 or 3 gold coins. The health and mana recovery potions needed for dungeons and exploring the wilderness are not cheap. So players are very eager for money, they want to exchange money for new equipment, and there is no shortage of sellers. I'll go, buddy. Are you serious? How could you purchase completely useless whiteboard equipment? As soon as the sign was displayed, many people immediately stopped to watch. After playing games for so many years, it's the first time I've seen someone purchase worthless new equipment. If something goes wrong, there must be a demon. Many people think there must be a pit in it and are watching. Do you really want to buy whiteboard equipment? A bearded man squeezed in and looked at Lin Yan suspiciously. The emergence of Shinto has shaken the entire international community. Anyone with discerning eyes can see its enormous potential, and countless tycoons, game guilds, and capital tycoons have begun to settle in. Nowadays, it is also a period of early game development, and the value of game currency is extremely high. Now a gold coin has been hyped up to nearly 100 yuan in reality. Earning game coins and selling them to real-life tycoons has become an emerging profession, and these people are also known as professional gold miners. So, in the eyes of everyone, Lin Yan's current behavior is nothing more than giving money, so he naturally cannot believe it. I am a conscientious businessman, operating with integrity and being honest with both the elderly and the children. Lin Yan spoke confidently. Okay, everyone is watching. I happen to be a warrior, a gold coin. I'll give you the entire set of beginner equipment. His beard patted his chest and said grandly. Lin Yan rolled his eyes. If he really wanted a gold coin to buy him, he would be a fool. Is there anyone who offered lower than him? His beard awkwardly scratched his head. Green clothing only sells 2 or 3 gold coins. He dares to ask for a gold coin for a worthless whiteboard equipment, which is nothing more than bullying newcomers and trying to extort Lin Yan. I only need 5 silver coins. Seeing that Lin Yan really wanted it, someone immediately bid a price. Grandma, why don't you go grab it? A broken novice equipment, give me 3 silver coins and I'll exchange them. Malicious competition, you. Be careful not to be beaten up by me. Come here. After a long commotion, Lin Yan also figured out the bottom line of these people. A silver coin. If it's even less, it's not enough for their wasted saliva money. After all, a silver coin is only 10 yuan in reality. Okay, buy a set of warrior whiteboard equipment with 1 silver coin and 3 copper coins per piece. You need to exchange them quickly. Lin Yan waved his hand. I'll come first. You have to queue up to sell things. Do you understand, you street thug? You're the one who doesn't understand respecting the elderly and loving the young. I'll make way for your mother. Everyone immediately started to fight and crazily smashed one piece of equipment after another at Lin Yan, fearing that he wouldn't find a cheap one. Fortunately, Shentu's backpack has a large capacity and can fully accommodate it. Otherwise, if Lin Yan didn't spend all his money, he would have to bury these equipment alive. 10 gold coins were quickly spent, and Lin Yan looked at the densely packed newbie equipment in his backpack, feeling happy. He turned around and left the trading market. Before leaving, I didn't forget to tell the blind monk another cold joke, which added a wave of goodwill. Big brother, should we grab him? He has made a lot of equipment. At the entrance of the market, the thief player hidden in the dark asked insincerely. As a professional thief, upgrading by robbing and stealing from other players is a very annoying genre. Damn it, you got a brain puncture to grab a bunch of whiteboard equipment. The thief leader almost died of anger, his eyes turning to the sky. Lin Yan found a secluded place and looked at hundreds of sets of novice warrior suits in his backpack, looking forward to rubbing his hands. With these weapons, he can receive a wave of super enhancement and even unlock the first feature of the ultimate artifact. How can he not expect it? He stacked the 2 newbie long knives in his hand and thought to himself. Start merging. Chapter 4. Fusion. The first feature. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Buzz. Sparkling light. Half a minute later, the 2 rusty long knives in Lin Yan's hand merged into one, although their appearance did not change, they clearly became sharper. Lin Yan points to open equipment details. Rusty long blade, whiteboard. Attack +10, as expected. Lin Yan waved his hand excitedly. A rusty long sword has an attribute of attack power +5, and after merging the 2 handles, it becomes attack power +10. Continue. In Lin Yan's hand, one newbie long sword after another was fused. After the fusion of the 10th handle, the equipment panel suddenly underwent a drastic change. The white light emitted by the long sword equipment icon is even more intense. Sharp long blade, whiteboard. Attack +50, features. Sharp, comes with 10 armor-piercing points, this. Lin Yan's heart was even more shaken. Just 50 points of attack power bonus was enough to be terrifying. He only has 100 health points, and if he gets chopped twice, he will die. Moreover, the characteristic that only blue excellent equipment has a chance of possessing has actually appeared on whiteboard weapons. Even if he was once the top scorer on the Heavenly List, he had never heard of such a situation. This attribute cannot be compared to high-quality weapons. Lin Yan played with his sharp long sword and couldn't put it down. The sharpness feature can deal an additional 10 damage to armor, which is a very good attribute in the beginner stage. Continue. He is eagerly anticipating the attribute changes after integrating 100 novice long swords. What I am most looking forward to is still the first feature of the ultimate artifact that is about to be inspired. His hands were constantly shining, and 100 rusty long knives fused together one after another. Buzz. The equipment icon of the long sword emits a blazing white light. Balian Baodao, whiteboard. Attack +500. Features. Sharp, with 100 armor-piercing points, by Lian Steel, has a 1% chance to cut off high-quality weapons, a 10% chance to cut off ordinary quality weapons, and a 100% chance to cut off whiteboard quality weapons. Gulu. Lin Yan looked at the attributes of the 100 refined treasure knife and swallowed his saliva. This attribute is simply amazing. 500 attacks and 100 armor penetration. He only has a total of 100 health points, and if he gets scratched by this knife, he will die. He couldn't even imagine how satisfying it would be to use this knife to refresh the wild monsters in the Han village. Moreover, the newly added feature of 100% steelmaking is extremely abnormal, even high-quality weapons have a chance to be cut off. You should know that now players with high-quality weapons can count. Even wealthy heirs like Qingwan lack the main weapon of excellent quality. Integrating 100 pieces of equipment, the first feature of the ultimate artifact should also appear. Lin Yan felt uneasy, how terrifying his own characteristics would be if he could transform decay into a magical ultimate artifact. He opened the equipment details of the ultimate artifact and his expression suddenly shook. Ultimate artifact, unique effect. Infinite fusion equipment, level 2, current progress. 100/1000 first order feature. Attack can permanently increase armor value by a little, plus, hiss. Lin Yan took a deep breath, and the ultimate artifact was truly terrifying. The first unlocked feature is incredibly strong. With just one effective attack, it can permanently increase armor value by 1 point. In the early stages of the Divine Earth, armor value is more important than health. Firstly, if you want the enemy to lose health, you need to destroy all of their armor. And, it can be very troublesome to restore health. Potions, rest points, slow self-recovery, and skills are all 4 ways of healing that burn money or delay time. And the armor only needs to leave the combat state to quickly recover. So, during wilderness exploration, armor is even more useful than health. Add a little armor value to each attack, which means that by attacking, you can stack armor infinitely. And it's permanent. Attack 10,000 times and you will receive 10,000 points of armor. 10,000 pieces of armor. Stand there and let novice village players chop and break the knife, afraid they won't be able to harm themselves with a drop of blood. In the early stages, there were almost no enemy units that could cause true damage. Stacking armor high enough meant invincible. Lin Yan's eyes were burning and his heart was excited. What is this? He clicked on the plus after the next characteristic, but there was no response. I guess it's for feature upgrades, but I haven't fused enough equipment yet. Lin Yan put away the panel, filled with anticipation. Make money quickly and integrate more equipment. As soon as he thought of it, he immediately began to integrate the coarse cloth pants and coarse cloth tops from the beginner set. Buzz. The light continuously flickers, and the fusion time is significantly shorter than before, which should be the improvement obtained after the feature upgrade. Just over an hour later, a super powerful equipment made of 100 pieces of coarse fabric pants and tops came to life. He clicked on the details of 2 pieces of equipment. Golden silk armor, whiteboard. Armor plus 900 features. Lightweight, wearing does not affect flexibility, twisted silk, reduces enemy attack speed by 10% when attacked, golden silk pants, whiteboard. Armor plus 900 features. Lightweight, wearing does not affect flexibility, twisted silk, reduces enemy attack speed by 10% when attacked, that's really good. Lin Yan grinned. Once the equipment is fused, it is bound to the ultimate artifact and inherits its unique attributes. Once equipped, the soul is bound and cannot be transferred, discarded, replaced, destroyed, or dropped in the future. With continuous integration and evolution, these pieces of equipment will grow to unparalleled levels. Even. Every piece surpasses a divine artifact. Just now, his equipment provides him with 1,800 armor points, 500 attacks, 100 armor piercing points, and 4 features. The invincibility has already begun to take shape. The feeling of rapid strengthening is addictive, and he can't wait to go wild and crazily brush monsters to explode gold coins. Go online, fight monsters. Lin Yan sent a team invitation to the only friend on the list. A girl who loves to eat salt. Shua. Shen Youwei quickly appeared in front of Lin Yan, her small mouth bulging. I've already eaten 2 boxes of bread. If you don't invite me again, I'll have to push myself to death. Lin Yan couldn't help but laugh and cry. This girl is too brainless. I didn't realize before, you're still a big eater. Hee hee, and I'm still, no matter how I eat, I won't gain weight, envy me. Shen Youwei raised her hips and said proudly. Setting up flags randomly can be very dangerous. Lin Yan walked out of the village while joking. Shen Youwei quickly caught up and said, Lin Yan, have you bought enough potions? This game has a lot of trouble with healing. I have saved up a lot of healing potions, let's split you in half first. Also, be sure to follow me later. Although you are very skilled in playing games, this game is really different from before. If you don't get started, it's easy to die. But Lin Yan, you are so smart, you will definitely become even stronger than me soon. Shen Youwei nodded her chin and her little brain flew around, afraid that she might have missed something. Even if it's just a game, she doesn't want to see the person she likes die. Lin Yan looked at the girl with eyes full of him, and the corners of his mouth unconsciously softened. He patted Shen Youwei's head and said, Don't worry, just leave everything to me. Chapter 5. One Knife Second Kill. The Stunned Shen Youwei. You are listening at novelfull.audio. A kilometer away from the novice village is a wild monster area, where various monsters lurk and hide deadly dangers. Shen Youwei clenched her long bow and walked in front of Lin Yan, her small face full of vigilance. Lin Yan glanced at her level 4, which is not too slow among players. The difficulty level of Shinto itself is very high, and every death will result in a drop of 1 level, making previous efforts useless. Whoosh! A python darted out of the corner and opened its bloody jaws, biting at the heads of the two people. Ah! Shen Youwei let out a sudden shout. The first monster encountered was a level 5 green-scaled python. This luck is too unlucky. Lin Yan, hurry up and retreat. This is a level 5 monster, we can't deal with it. Shen Youwei's eyes were firm, even if she died, she would still delay Lin Yan's time. If a first-level player dies, a penalty of 12 hours will be imposed for not being able to play online. She arched and shot with one go. Shit! The arrow is centered on the blue-scaled python, causing it to protrude 0.16 meters above its head. The 5th-level green-scaled python has a full health of 223 points. Once it gets close, I can't even deal with it. Shen Youwei's eyes showed despair, and now she only hopes to buy more time for Lin Yan, even if it's an extra second at the moment before being hit. A force pulled her away from the attack. Lin Yan. Shen Youwei realized that she was being held by Lin Yan, and her face turned red. However, she immediately reacted and said, Why didn't you? Shoo! Before the words could be finished, a cold light flashed, and I could only hear the sound of a knife in my ear. The expected damage from the collision did not occur, and Shen Youwei turned her head in confusion, her soft body instantly stiffening. The terrifying blue-scaled python has been beheaded with a single sword, and its body is lying on the spot. The experience ball integrated into Lin Yan's body, allowing him to directly ascend to level 2. My goodness! Shen Youwei stood in Lin Yan's arms, unsure for a moment whether she was in her dream. A level 5 monster, synonymous with power in the novice village, was instantly killed with just one strike. Although she didn't see the specifics clearly, the damage from Lin Yan's knife at least exceeded 200 points. First level hits over 200 damage points. Shen Youwei's eyes were confused, and her cerebellar pouch was torn apart, unable to figure out how Lin Yan managed to do it. Lin Yan. You wouldn't have hung up, would you? After holding it for a long time, Shen Youwei asked with a small face and suspicion. Cough. Lin Yan touched his nose, is this a woman's sixth sensation? You guessed so accurately. What do you think? It's clear that I have good technical skills. Really? Shen Youwei blinked her big eyes, lost in thought, and then suddenly realized. I know. Lin Yan, you have rich experience, and it's only natural for you to be more powerful. He is truly a man who can become the president of an online gaming club. Lin Yan shook his head in tears and laughter. This silly girl is too clever. But since she has figured it out herself, he won't add insult to injury. I thought I could take you flying this time, but as a result, I'm still a rookie. Woo-woo. Shen Youwei thought, with sadness arising from it and a small face full of frustration. Lin Yan chuckled and reluctantly let go of the girl in his arms. You're already very impressive. Next, just follow me and try to climb to level 9 together within 3 hours. 3 hours to reach level 9 together. Shen Youwei was so surprised that she forgot her shyness and her eyes widened wide. Level 9 is the level limit before obtaining a career template. It doesn't sound high, but so far, only a few have reached level 9 in the entire beginner village. Professional online game players take several days to reach level 9, 3 hours however. Thinking of Lin Yan's exaggerated blow just now, she was full of confidence again. Next is the moment of hunting. Lin Yan raised the corner of his mouth. Walking in the jungle, any monster you see will be instantly killed with one strike. The highest level of a novice village monster is also level 9. Even a level 9 ordinary monster has only about 400 health. I can't withstand Lin Yan's blow at all. Explosive equipment. Shen Youwei's eyes lit up, and after killing more than 20 monsters, she finally exploded her equipment. Lin Yan glanced at the explosive equipment. Short sword, ordinary, attack power plus 10. Instantly lost interest, casually stored in a backpack. This upgrade is too slow. He is very dissatisfied. The level of monsters nearby is not high, and the density is also low. The efficiency of brushing is too slow, and it took a full 20 minutes to reach level 4. The most crucial thing is, he needs an attack to stack armor. These monsters are too weak, none of them can withstand his blow. It can't be stacked at all. Follow me. Lin Yan led Shen Youwei towards the depths at lightning speed. As we walked, it became increasingly desolate, and the trees withered even more. The gloomy graves and mournful cries surrounded us. Gulu. Shen Youwei's palms were sweating from fear, and for a girl, this scene was too scary. She couldn't help but closely follow behind Lin Yan, almost pressing against his back. There should be a monster spawning point nearby. Lin Yan carefully recalled, casually chopping a level 8 sword-wielding skeleton into pieces. Run away. 3 disheveled players rolled out of the jungle, all at levels 6 and 7, making them quite impressive in the novice village. It's too scary. I won't play games anymore, Mom. I want to study hard. Many, many monsters. They looked frightened and shouted at the two of them. If we don't run anymore, we won't have time. The monsters hidden here are too terrifying. They may be bosses, they're not something we can deal with at all. Lin Yan almost burst out laughing. If they really encounter the boss of the novice village, these 3 people may not even have a chance to escape, and they will be sent back to the spring water with just one face. It seems that the direction is correct. Lin Yan let go of his worries, turned his head, and smiled at Shen Youwei. Are you afraid? As long as I follow Lin Yan, I'm not afraid of going anywhere. Shen Youwei was clearly afraid, but she still had a crispy chest and said firmly. Follow me. Soon, a collapsed tomb appeared in front of Lin Yan. The tomb emitted a faint black aura, attracting many undead monsters to gather here. Sensing the breath of living beings, these skeletons and zombies brushed against each other, and their gloomy and hollow eyes were filled with terrifying killing intent. Okay, many monsters. Shen Youwei swallowed her saliva and tightly grasped the bow and arrow. There were at least hundreds of monsters here. And although the highest level of those zombies is also level 9, they are obviously much stronger than skeletons. As soon as she explored, her face immediately turned pale. Cemetery zombies, elite, level 9 HP, 900 armor. 80 attack power. 40 physical resistance. 15 antibody. 8 skills. Corpse, passive, bite, crazy, more than twice as powerful as the monsters I encountered before. Shen Youwei looked at the dozen or so zombies in the group of undead, feeling immense pressure. Lin Yan shook his head and chuckled. The 3 players who had just fled clearly treated the elite monsters as bosses. Do you want to retreat? With so many monsters, it's safer to follow the expedition team. Shen Youwei held a bow and arrow. Although she was only at level 5, as long as Lin Yan said to fight, she would never hesitate. Retreat. These are all our experienced babies. Lin Yan looked warmly at the densely packed undead creatures in front of him, with an excited smile on his lips. I saw him wielding his long sword backwards and rushing towards the zombie swarm. Chapter 6. Commander level first kill notice. Do you want to hide the ID? You are listening at novel full.audio. Roar. The group of undead spirits was obviously angered by Lin Yan and rushed towards him with a roar. The killing of hundreds of undead creatures is incredibly terrifying. Shen Youwei's face turned pale, but her hands kept firing arrows one after another to help Lin Yan reduce stress. Unfortunately, she is only at level 5. Even though her archery skills are not bad, the damage she causes for these advanced skeletons and zombies is simply beyond scraping. Shit. Lin Yan had a strong physique and slashed the level 9 bone spear skeleton with a single blow, which had a high health of 409 and was at the forefront. The charge of undead creatures has noticeably stalled. The explosion damage of this knife scared the zombies to death. This is just enough fun. Lin Yan cut and killed more than 10 skeletons in no time. She. In the distance, many skeletal archers shot their arrows, and in one wave, they knocked off his armor that was close to 200 points. Kill you all first. Lin Yan's eyes were cold and sharp. These archers were the only ones that could pose a threat to him, so he naturally had to prioritize getting rid of them. Immersed in a state of slaughter, his brain remained incredibly calm. In the next moment, Lin Yan displayed a perfect level of body technique, with a slight movement of his body, avoiding most of the arrows. At the same time, using nearby enemies to create visual blind spots, the skeleton archer loses its target. So, he killed all the way to the skeleton archer, and apart from the first wave of arrows, he never hit an arrow again. Shen Youwei was stunned and her speed of archery slowed down. This body technique, this knife technique, is also too handsome. Although she had previously teamed up with Lin Yan to play other online games, she knew that Lin Yan was highly skilled. But it's completely different from what's shown today. I understand. It must be those online games that restricted him before. The Battle of Shintu is closer to real combat, so he can unleash all his strength. This is his true strength. The girl was completely captivated. Lin Yan's knife and body techniques, refined through blood and fire, can be regarded as the art of slaughter. At this point in time, it's a complete dimensionality reduction blow. Chick. Even if it's an elite monster. A graveyard zombie, he can't stop his steps at all and will die within 2 knives. Lin Yan, like a tiger entering a flock of sheep, wielded his sword and killed into the skeleton archer's team, one by one. In an instant, the skeleton archer was cut into a pile of broken bones. With the frenzy of slaughter, his level continued to rise and soon broke through level 5. After level 5, the required experience increases significantly, and the progress of the experience bar slows down visibly. Roar. The earth trembled for a moment. The sharp decrease in the number of undead creatures alarmed the terrifying presence in the collapsed tomb. A stiff white hand suddenly broke through the grave. Black air disturbance, lightning and thunder in an instant, rain pouring down like a torrent. Golem. Shen Youwei swallowed her saliva. This scene is too eerie. Finally coming out. Lin Yan not only was not afraid, but his eyes flashed with joy. He came here for the guy in this grave. Pushy pushy. The collapsed tomb trembled as another hand broke through the soil. Then, a dark shadow rose from the grave and jumped over 3 meters high. It is pale all over, dressed in a shroud, with fingernails a foot long, emitting a chilling corpse aura all over. Zombie Shen Youwei exclaimed in surprise. There are actually zombies in this game. She activated the exploration skill. Tomb White Stiff Commander level. 9 HP, 2999 armor. 260 attack power. 77 physical resistance. 25 antibody. 20 skills. Corpse poison, passive, corpse gas corrosion, undead summoning, biting, crazy, more than 5 times stronger than skeletons of the same level. Shen Youwei's face turned completely pale. Although Lin Yan is very strong, while dealing with so many undead monsters, he also has to fight against such a terrifying white zombie. Can it really be done? She gritted her teeth and exerted all her strength, wanting to do her best. Lin Yan was stunned after reading the data of Qingwan in the cemetery. Did I remember wrong? Did it turn out to be so weak? When the white zombie first appeared in the cemetery, it was a nightmare for novice villages. He practiced his skills for a long time before successfully killing it. Commander is the strongest monster level in the novice village besides boss. I hope you can make me stack more armor. Lin Yan shook his head in disappointment. It seems that with his current explosive output, if he wants to stack armor, he can only go find the newbie village boss. Without waiting for him to think more, Baiju had already killed him at lightning speed, much faster than other undead creatures. Corpse aura permeated and invaded Lin Yan, slowing down his speed. Roar! The white stiff's body erupted with black energy, and both his health and attack speed increased by 20%. It is very cautious and has unleashed its fury in corpse gas corruption skills, which can be said to be its utmost effort. See how many times you can catch me. Although Lin Yan lacks skills, he possesses top-notch combat knife techniques. Take a step back and make 2 cuts in 1 second. The legendary technique of stacking swords. Shen Youwei's small mouth opened in shock. The stacked knife technique can eliminate backsway, allowing users to achieve an instant doubling of attack speed. This kind of skill, even the top online gaming experts, can only be used by a few. Chick. With 2 cuts, 2 numbers .585 and .588 suddenly appeared on Bai Noah's head. Bai stiffened and panicked. How strong is its health? Even a level 9 player only has 400 health points, and in its berserk state, it has over 3,500 health points. Including armor, the total amount of health armor is close to 4,000. Almost 1/3 of them were knocked down with just one face. It is even more violent, with sharp nails dancing like knives. Unfortunately, in front of Lin Yan's subtle body movements, Qingwan couldn't even touch him. She. Lin Yan was like a cat playing with a mouse, wandering and moving. Quick, accurate, and ruthless, each strike inflicts nearly 600 points of damage on the white stiff. Qingwan, whose health had bottomed out, became anxious and began reciting, preparing to activate the skill. Summoning the undead. But before he could successfully cast the spell, the chanting stopped abruptly because it has already been cut to death by a random knife. Lin Yan, you're so handsome. Shen Youwei couldn't help but wave her pink fist. Such a terrifying white stiff, he was executed without even having time to release his summoning skills. Putting away the equipment that Qingwan had exposed, Lin Yan turned his head and began harvesting the remaining undead monsters. The originally terrifying grave quickly became silent. Is it only level 8? It seems that we have killed too little. Lin Yan is not satisfied with roast. Due to the team formation rule of 5 to 5 points based on experience, Shen Youwei also reached level 8. Lin Yan, you're too strong. I thought it would take at least 10 days to reach level 8. Shen Youwei excitedly hugged Lin Yan, unable to conceal her happiness. Ding! You have completed the first single kill achievement of the commander level monster and will soon be announced throughout the server. Do you want to hide your ID? The game prompt appeared in front of Lin Yan. Lin Yan's eyes lit up and his tone was firm. No. In the next moment, the magnificent announcement sounded in everyone's ears. Announcement. Congratulations to player Emperor Yan for achieving their first single kill of a commander level monster achievement. Reward skill book *1, excellent weapons *2, free attribute points *10, healing potion *50. I hope players are aware of it and will continue to work hard to create their own legends in the God-Earth world. Chapter 7. Qingwan. Cut your head with one blow. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 8. One man must oppose thousands of armies and horses. You are listening at novel full.audio. Oh, make a fuss. I'll kill him once first and then give him a signing fee of 5 million. I don't believe he won't come kneel and lick me. Kill him. Poisonous young master drank heavily. Great. Behind the poisonous young master, the experts of the White Wolf Guild walked forward with a sneer. In online games, the number of people is the truth. Otherwise, players will not be titled as the Fourth Scourge. Even if you are a god, as long as you dare to shine your health bar, you will slowly be consumed to death in the face of endless players. A 50-member expedition team is qualified to challenge bosses in other online games. Can't beat a single player. Lin Yan sneered and protected Shen Youwei behind him. Don't participate in the battle, it will end soon. Shen Youwei nodded obediently. At the moment Qingwan was killed, she understood that Lin Yan did not use her as a tool, and at this moment, her heart was sweet. As for the danger of Lin Yan, it's simply impossible. That's a man who can annihilate the entire monster gathering place with one person's power. It can be said that at this point, her confidence in Lin Yan had reached an unparalleled level. These people may not even be able to suppress Bai Nuan, let alone Lin Yan. Since you beg to die, I will fulfill you. Lin Yan held a knife and slowly walked towards the White Wolf Guild. Shinto does not encourage players to engage in private fights, as killing players provides little experience and the probability of losing equipment is also very low. And after killing the player, it will also increase the reputation value. To kill one person, you need to kill 10 monsters of the same level to scrub. But with his killing speed, this punishment is completely non-existent. Die. 2 players from the White Wolf Guild, one on the left and one on the right, launched a joint attack. Lin Yan only turned one side and slashed horizontally with his 100 refined treasure knife in his hand. .258, .292, cold light flashed by, and 2 damage values drifted out from the top of their heads. Fluffy. Before they could react, the 2 of them fell to the ground one after another, and the blood-stained bodies quickly shattered and dissipated. Kill 2 people with one blow. These masters feel a chill in their hearts, and this method can be considered terrifying. There is only one explanation. The damage of this knife is higher than the combined health of 2 players. She. Lin Yan walked leisurely in the courtyard, killing 10 people in 10 steps, and one figure after another fell at his feet. In the blink of an eye, more than 30 people from the White Wolf Guild were killed. How could this be possible? What kind of monster are you? The poisoned young master instinctively took 2 steps back. You're afraid you're not a cephalic boss. Not bad, although it didn't provide much experience, it allowed me to stack over 30 points of armor. Lin Yan nodded, this was an unexpected gain. Stop it. The poisoned young master waved his hand repeatedly and said, we don't know each other until we fight. The White Wolf Guild is recruiting experts like you. I make the decision and give you an annual salary of 300,000 yuan. Be my little brother. If your brain doesn't work well, go get it treated. Don't appear in front of me again in the future, I'll kill you once you appear. Lin Yan was too lazy to talk nonsense, as if entering an uninhabited realm. He walked up to the poisoned young master and cut him in half with a single sword. Gulu. You killed our young president. The experts of the White Wolf Guild were sweating profusely and trembling when speaking. The man in front of me is simply an unreasonable killing god. Lin Yan glanced askance at the experts of the White Wolf Guild and said, should I get lost or should I send you back to the spring water? These people dare not speak back, they are all scared and run away. The White Wolf Guild building. The poisonous young master was so angry that he flew into a rage. Qingwan sat opposite him, her chest heaving violently. She was actually killed by a completely ignored licking dog. You student is simply too arrogant. The poison young master slammed the table in anger and said, and don't you say he's a poor student who lacks money. I gave him 300,000 yuan in annual salary, but he scolded me for being mentally ill. I'm also curious. It's just a weak and poor licking dog, why is it like a different person? Qingwan couldn't help but shake her head. But soon she didn't care. His personality is destined to only fight alone, not join the guild, and he can't go far. Humph, that's right. With the support of the entire guild, I can easily surpass him. The poison young master said harshly, if we level up in a few days, we must kill him a few times to relieve qi. He never considered retaliation in reality. Just playing a game, if he gets beaten up because he's killed in the game, he won't be able to retaliate. Moreover, once offline retaliation is exposed, the White Wolf Guild and even the Mu clan behind it will be affected and not worth it at all. Let's leave him alone. The most important thing right now is the boss's first kill. The inside story of the game, Shen 2, is amazing, and once we win the first kill, its significance will be immeasurable, Qingwan said, not bad. The poisoned young master also nodded. Step by step, step by step. As long as we grab the boss's first kill, perhaps we can make the White Wolf Guild sit firmly in the top 3 positions of the 9 major guilds. As the privileged class, they naturally knew some insider information in advance. The game of Shen 2 involves a lot. Whatever you say. The announcement of the Beginner Village Boss Dungeon is about to start has been released, and all 9 guilds have started taking action. The poison young master checked the news and exclaimed excitedly. Oh! What action? Qingwan raised her eyebrows. My old man has put in a lot of effort this time. He has formed a 1,000-person expedition team and vowed to win the boss's first kill. The poison young master proudly said, this is the strength of the guild. A poor student who fights alone, what does he compare to? Novice village, trading market. What a bountiful harvest this time. Shen Youwei looked at her level 9 experience bar and exclaimed, Lin Yan, you are so strong. It hasn't been 3 hours since we both reached level 9. Lin Yan smiled slightly and said, are you surprised? Don't worry, there will be more surprises for you in the future. Due to the announcement that the boss dungeon is about to open, the novice village is clearly more lively than when he left. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Lin Yan pondered. Killing the white zombie is a hidden condition for opening the boss instance in the novice village. Originally, the boss instance had to be opened at least 10 days later. His return clearly changed the original timeline. According to the butterfly effect, this may affect the direction of many things in the future. I don't know how big a storm this butterfly can fan out. Lin Yan shook his head and smiled, no longer thinking too much. The most important thing now is still the boss's first kill. The first boss kill in the novice village is a crucial part of his layout that he must not miss, and he must obtain it. The accurate start time for the boss instance is 0.00 in the morning. He must seize every opportunity to strengthen himself, otherwise he may fail in the first kill. Because his opponent has never been someone, but the 9 Great Guilds. Once the boss instance is activated, the 1,000-person level expedition teams of each of the 9 guilds will immediately be activated. That is to say, he alone is worth 1,000 soldiers and horses. The task is arduous. Although under a lot of pressure, Lin Yan is full of confidence. The gains from this wild game are enough to make his strength undergo a qualitative change once again. Are you hungry? Let's go offline and have a meal first. In the evening, my brother will take you through the boss game. Lin Yan smiled at Shen Youwei. I just ate 2 boxes of bread and I'm not hungry at all. Shen Youwei shook her head foolishly. Cough, then go take a nap. The boss instance won't open until midnight. By the way, if you wake up before midnight, go to the blacksmith's shop for a walk, and there may be unexpected gains. Lin Yan gave a mysterious smile. Blacksmith's shop. Well, I remember, you also need to pay attention to rest. Although Shen Youwei was very reluctant, she still obediently went offline. Blacksmith shop is one of the 7 special NPCs in the novice village. If Shen Youwei could trigger his hidden mission, it would be even better. Lin Yan glanced at his spoils of war. Firstly, there are free attribute points. Free attribute points can enhance a certain attribute at will. It is difficult to obtain, only special tasks or hidden achievements will appear. It can be said to be precious and exceptional for other players. However, he doesn't mind. With the ultimate artifact in place, as long as he fuses equipment that can add corresponding attributes, it can completely replace free attribute points. Add more points. He added all his free attributes to the current most needed attack speed. The advanced attribute of attack speed is indeed difficult to improve, so it only increased by 0.1. He shook his head. To compete with a 1,000-person expedition team for the first kill, you need faster and stronger violent output. The healing potion is not very useful to me, but it can be used by Youwei. As for this 1-star skill book, Lin Yan pondered. The difficulty of obtaining skill books is high in the early stages. Normally, only 3 methods can be obtained: killing leader-level monsters, apprentice NPCs, and special achievements. So even the lowest 1-star skill book is more expensive than selling high-quality weapons. The price of excellent weapons is between 5.10 gold coins, and a 1-star skill book can now be sold for at least 20 gold coins. Let's take a look at the specific effects of the skills first. After reviewing the skill introduction in the skill book, he immediately gave up the idea of selling it and decided to learn. The 1-star skill has been learned, and you have obtained the skill. Stacking waves with 3 blades. Lin Yan looked at the introduction of Dailang San Dao. Swipe 3 knives within 1 second, increasing damage by 20% for each knife. After 30 seconds, attack speed increases by 10%. Mana consumption. 10, cooldown time. 1 minute. Only 1 star is so strong, its potential is very high. As long as the proficiency is sufficient, the skill can be upgraded. In the future, it is enough to become one of my trump cards. Lin Yan's gaze was very sharp, naturally indicating the potential of this skill. High explosive with attack speed bonus, for warriors it is equivalent to a divine skill. Almost everything has been resolved. Lin Yan turned his gaze to the most important gain for him, equipment exposed by monsters. Chapter 9. You have been surrounded by me. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. This time, a total of 39 pieces of green regular equipment and 3 pieces of blue excellent equipment were spawned. 1 of them is exquisite, and 2 of them are regular bows and arrows. Lin Yan put away these 3 pieces of equipment and prepared to replace them all with whiteboard bows and arrows in a while. Each type of equipment can be fused with one ultimate artifact. Helmets, swords, upper body armor, lower body armor, naturally including bows and arrows. In the future, all the bow and arrow equipment will be used to create a unique divine bow for Youwei. Lin Yan's eyes were burning. This time, we need to plan ahead for the final divine battle. The first thing to do is to cultivate 4 trustworthy teammates. Cultivating poisonous young master and Mu Qingwan in their past lives was also a helpless move. They rely on large guilds and conglomerates, with abundant resources. When the Starry Sky battlefield opened, their strength was also among the strongest. And at that time, the race for supremacy was in peril, and there was no time to cultivate new talents. Now, everything is different. I can build a truly trusted and absolutely invincible core team from scratch. He looked at the remaining equipment with a hopeful smile on his face. The attribute bonus that green equipment can provide is about twice that of whiteboard equipment. If we merge it directly, it would be too bad. Lin Yan shook his head. The price of regular equipment ranges from 2 to 3 gold coins. Selling it and replacing it with whiteboard equipment will greatly enhance his strength. For example, this green short sword can only increase its attack power by 10, but it can sell for 2 gold coins. 2 gold coins can be exchanged for 20 sets of whiteboard warrior equipment, with a combined attack power of 100 and 360 armor. So, these green equipment must be replaced with whiteboard equipment as soon as possible. After a period of time, as players progress, they will also need more coins. At that time, no one would waste time selling whiteboard equipment. As for the excellent equipment, Lin Yan looked at the 2 exquisite equipment in his hand. Starting from excellent quality, weapons will have feature or attribute bonuses. These 2 items, one can provide an additional 10 points of armor penetration, and the other can plus 0.1 attack speed. Breaking armor at 10 o'clock is not very useful to me, but the attack speed attribute is very important to me. The attack speed equipment was directly integrated, and another armor breaking equipment was sold for whiteboard equipment. Lin Yan made up his mind. In the later stages, attributes are much more important than just damage values. He, who has been reborn and returned, naturally has a long-term vision. After arriving at the market, he skillfully arrived at booth 9527 and began selling equipment. Due to the upcoming opening of the boss instance, the trading market is also extremely popular. He was sold out as soon as he put out his equipment. It's really crazy. Lin Yan roast, but he was counting money. No more, no less, I just got 100 gold coins. Later, he put forward the brand of, buy whiteboard equipment, want to buy quickly. With the previous reputation, no one questioned it this time, and as soon as it was listed, it attracted a group of players. Darling, come on, that fool is here again. This is a great opportunity to exchange useless whiteboard equipment for money. Brother, don't leave any ink on it. Hurry up and go online, it's too late. In the trading market, player nicknames are all hidden, and no one recognizes Lin Yan as the Yen Emperor. Selling advanced equipment and then purchasing whiteboard equipment is hilarious. I guess it's a professional equipment dealer. Anyway, let's take advantage of it and don't sell it for nothing. Although they mocked Lin Yan's foolishness, their speed was not affected and they all rushed to sell. A silver coin can buy a bottle of healing potion. In their view, Lin Yan is purely doing charity, and he is giving medicine here. Quickly, Lin Yan ran out of 100 gold coins that he had not yet covered in heat. Looking at the densely packed whiteboard equipment in his backpack, he grinned and realized that he had completely developed it. Are you the Yen Emperor? Lin Yan looked up and saw a capable short-haired man. Being able to recognize oneself in the trading market with hidden nicknames is clearly prepared. He was too lazy to pretend to be foolish and nodded, saying, "Not bad, what's up with you?" The blacksmith in the novice village is receiving a customized equipment order. If you pay him 100 gold coins, you can definitely exchange for a few customized equipment. But you chose to purchase whiteboard equipment. It's really confusing. The capable short-haired man smiled slightly. As the world's first player to unlock hidden achievements, Mr. Yen D is clearly not a fool. What exactly are you going to say? Lin Yan frowned and glanced at the man's attire. When I saw the red star logo on his clothes, my heart moved and I roughly guessed the other person's identity. I come from the newly established Eastern Guild, and you may not have heard of it. Although it is a newly established guild, our strength and background are definitely stronger than the 9 major guilds. A capable man with a serious expression. If you are willing to join us, in addition to a signing fee of 1 million yuan, you can also receive an annual salary of 500,000 yuan and additional welfare benefits. Lin Yan waved his hand and said, I'm not interested at the moment. The background of the Eastern Guild is indeed terrifying, and it can even be said that it is the largest in the Xia Kingdom. Because he knew that the background of the Eastern Guild was the official Xia Kingdom itself. In his layout, the Eastern Guild is an important part. But for some reasons, he doesn't want to have too much contact with it before he has absolute strength. It's okay, Mr. Yen D can add me as a friend first. If you see the strength of the Eastern Guild and are interested in joining, feel free to contact me at any time. The capable man is not disappointed. The senior officials of the Eastern Guild also want to observe the potential of Emperor Yen again. Sure. Lin Yan became friends with the other party and glanced at the nickname of the man with a small head. Cold Phone. After bidding farewell, he walked out of the market and prepared to merge equipment. Boss, I can see that this kid has taken out dozens of pieces of equipment in one go. He's so rich. Let's be his ticket. Outside the market, the crouching thief player said with sharp eyes. He's actually Emperor Yen. This time, the thief boss touched his chin. He still has at least 50 bottles of healing potions on him, which is definitely worth a fight. The deputy commander on the side was restless. The Grand Guild and the others dare not snatch it, but Lin Yan, a lone wanderer, dares to sell so many equipment, and that is pure fat sheep. They all feel guilty about their professional ethics as thieves if they don't rob. Keep up. The thief boss was completely tempted and waved his hand, quietly following the thief players. Lin Yan's consciousness was very keen, and he immediately realized that he was being tracked. He changed his mind and had a plan. Due to their stealth skills, thieves are extremely confident and it is impossible for any player to discover their tracking. He entered the alley. Great timing, it's now. Take action. With the order of the thief boss, the thieves were extremely excited and rushed into the alley. No one. How could it be? I saw him go in with my own eyes. He's afraid he's not a ghost. The thieves were sweating profusely. Are you looking for me? At the entrance of the alley, Lin Yan stepped in and blocked these thieves in the yard. He wore a faint smile and his eyes were cold and sharp. You are already surrounded by me, hurry up and capture me. Chapter 10. Evolution of Main Weapons. The second characteristic. You are listening at novel full.audio. What are you talking crazy about? The thief leader chuckled angrily, it's impossible to work, and said, you do have 2 tricks to catch our tracking. But we have more than 10 people, and you're just one person. How dare you say you've surrounded us? I see your brain is not functioning properly. Kill him. Not only do you not surrender, but you dare to fight back at me. Then go take a bath in the spring water. Lin Yan walked forward and casually slashed out, then killed the sharp-eyed thief standing at the front with a single blow. Sleeping slot. This knife scared the thief leader's face white. The one who was just killed was his capable assistant, who was already an 8th level thief with over 300 health points. Surprisingly, he was instantly killed with just 1 strike. What kind of harm is this? No wonder he can come up with so much equipment as a lone ranger, it's so twisted. Brother, no, big and big gods, this is all a misunderstanding. The thief leader waved his hand repeatedly, pleading for mercy, saying, it's impossible to work. Misunderstanding. Lin Yan sneered and said, a group of professional thieves, their reputation values are almost on the charts. What's the misunderstanding? Hand over all the equipment you have stolen so far, otherwise I will block you in the spring and kill you until you all fall back to level 1. I'll wipe it. So you're trying to turn around and rob us? It's impossible to work, suddenly realized and became speechless. Our profession is a thief, but your profession is a great thief, right? Stop talking nonsense, if I count to 3, I'll kill if I don't pay. Lin Yan's knife flickered with light. Don't, let's admit defeat. It's impossible to work. I want to cry without tears. If you fall back to level 1, it will take at least a few days to brush up again. Moreover, thieves are not protected by security, and if killed, the equipment drop rate is much higher than that of normal players. If Lin Yan really blocks the spring water and kills them to level 1, then these equipment on his body will drop almost as much. Scream. The thieves emptied their backpacks and presented them to Lin Yan along with their equipment. Lin Yan didn't even leave them whiteboard equipment, and in the end, these guys only had shorts left. Oh, you guys are really stealing a lot. Lin Yan is very satisfied. The theft skill can directly steal items from the player's backpack. In just a few days, this group of thieves stole over 100 pieces of whiteboard equipment alone, along with various potions, accessories, and even 2 exquisite pieces of equipment. In addition, dozens of gold coins have also been exposed. Tisk, it's almost comparable to my total income from this wilderness fight. No wonder you chose to be thieves. It's so easy to make money. Lin Yan looked at "It's impossible to work" and smiled inwardly. If we regularly treat the thief group as wild monsters and brush them, it would be much more cost-effective than fighting in the wild, that's all. We've earned such hard money. It's impossible to work, sighed, his life motto is to never work, that's why he chose the profession of thief. Unexpectedly, I was hired for free today. It's a great shame. You can all get this kind of thing. Lin Yan looked at the medicine in his hand with some surprise. Release control agent. Reduce control time by 10 seconds once. Special drugs were rare in the early stages, and now he doesn't have any control measures. This drug has filled the gap in this area. Competing with the expedition teams of the 9 great guilds and even the eastern guilds for the first kill is essentially a race for time. If the control drug is used well, it may have a miraculous effect. He became increasingly tempted by the regular crackdown on a wave of bandit gangs, a black and evil force. Alright, you can go now. Lin Yan waved his hand. Thank you very much, God. It's impossible to work, ran away in embarrassment with his subordinates. As soon as they stepped out of the alley, they used their stealth skills to cover up the fact that they were only wearing shorts. Lin Yan did not sell the stolen goods obtained through extortion. Because these equipment carry thief tags, going to the trading market to sell them will be mistaken for thieves, and novice village players can be said to hate thieves to the bone. If he were to be beaten up by thousands of players, he would be exhausted. Although thieves' profits are high, the stolen items can only be sold at low prices on the black market, so the gold coin returns are not as exaggerated as imagined. Lin Yan found an unmanned place and began to integrate equipment. After calculating, he fell into silence. Now there are only 8 hours left until the boss instance is opened. And it takes him 20 seconds to merge a whiteboard piece of equipment, half a minute for a regular piece of equipment, and 1 minute for a sophisticated piece of equipment. Even if all 8 hours are spent on integrating whiteboard equipment, it can only integrate over 1,400 pieces. And now he has 1,000 sets of beginner equipment, plus stolen goods, totaling more than 3,000 whiteboard equipment. Even if it doesn't rest for a second, it can't merge completely. Sure enough, Ma Shoufu is right. Being too wealthy is also a kind of annoyance. Lin Yan sneered at himself. Should we first increase armor or attack power? How much will each improve? What a luxurious annoyance. Lin Yan fused while thinking. The first kill of a novice village boss is a very important achievement, and the more beautiful it is completed, the higher the reward will be. He plans to take Shen Youwei to brush together, but he does not intend to let Shen Youwei participate in the output. As long as the output is all his hits, it will be considered his solo kill. Kill the boss alone, and the achievement reward will double. In addition, dungeons have 4 levels of difficulty: normal, difficult, nightmare, and hell. For each difficulty level, the reward will also increase accordingly. I must achieve a solo first kill achievement in hell difficulty. Lin Yan's gaze was solemn. Only in this way can the strongest equipment outside the hidden plot of the novice village be revealed. The most important thing is, this achievement is also a prerequisite for successfully completing the hidden plot. Since we want to compete for time, the output must be piled up. As for armor, we can only try to fill this gap by walking as much as possible. Lin Yan made up his mind. First, merge all attack power. Successfully fused, the attack power of the 100 refined treasure knife plus 10. Successfully fused, the attack power of the 100 refined treasure blade plus 20, and the attack speed plus 0.1. The light flickered continuously from his hand, and the value of the 100 refined treasure knife was also soaring. Finally, after integrating 900 sword weapons, the weapon luster of the 100 refined treasure knives became even fiercer. Has it evolved again? Lin Yan's eyes lit up and he repeatedly clicked on the equipment details. Magic blade 1000 blades, white. Attack plus 5210, attack speed plus 0.1 features. Cutting iron like mud, with 300 armor piercing points, blow hair to cut off immediately, 1% chance to cut off rare quality weapons, 10% chance to cut off high quality weapons, 100% chance to cut off weapons of ordinary quality or below. 1000 blades, can be broken down into broken blades, which can fly according to the user's will or break down into whole pieces at any time. Note: consumes 1 mana per second. What a magic knife with 1000 blades! Lin Yan sighed and was extremely excited. This weapon, not to mention level 9, even a level 50 self in the previous life would burst into laughter. Is it just this, white? He frowned. He had never heard of a weapon with a rank suffix of white. However, after all, it is a unique weapon that is fused with the ultimate artifact, and some special features are normal. There is also a newly emerged 1000 blade feature, which is extremely strong. Lin Yan likes it more and more as he looks at it. The biggest dilemma for warriors is that they can only engage in melee combat. Only by advancing to the 3rd level. Elite professionals can they have the opportunity to unlock ranged damage skills. But with the 1000 blade feature, his sword can completely transform into thousands of flying blades, moving according to his own will, and the melee weapon blade instantly becomes a long-range weapon. With this knife in hand, even if you have 1000 people to suppress the team, what would happen? Lin Yan was in a good mood and turned to the ultimate artifact page. The 1000 pieces of equipment required for the 2nd level fusion effect have been achieved, and the 2nd feature of the ultimate artifact should have been unlocked. What would it be? He eagerly opens the equipment details page of the ultimate artifact.